We talk an awful lot in the Lowcountry about golf. We talk a lot about bicycling. We talk about here on Hilton Head Island, of course, the great beaches. But the one thing we have not talked about nearly enough, our fault, we'll fix it right here, is boating. The great view of the island and of the other Lowcountry islands, the way Captain Hilton did when he discovered the place so many hundred years ago. We've got two great boating enthusiasts who have moved here from other parts of the country. Glenn Cruz and John Fitzgerald of the American Boating Club joining us. Guys, this is a really unique spot to bring a boat, ride a boat, charter a boat, be around a boat. Let's talk about that.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about America's Boating Club and actually how we got started.
Sure.
We are a unit of the United States Power Squadron, so we've been the premier boating education and skills training facility throughout the United States. We've got 33,000 members and over 360 locations, and Hilton Head being one of those locations here.
You've got an awful lot of members here.
Oh, we've got over 300 members just on a local basis.
Right, that's fantastic.
And we do education here, all kind of courses and seminars such as tides and currents, weather, navigation, both inland and coastal navigation, VHF radio, GPS. So we do a lot of educational teaching, and then we apply a lot of that basically on cruises on the water, so people can actually get skills using their boats.
We're gonna spotlight that in separate segments as we go on over the rest of the spring. John, tell me how different it is to boat down here compared to where you're from, the Chicago area, in Lake Michigan.
Well, Bob, I spent over 40 years sailing on Lake Michigan, and for me the issue is when you get away from the shore, the water is always deeper. And here, coming down here, I put a small sailboat on the beach at Islanders Beach, a little Hobie Cat.
Sure.
And went out, and I was amazed one time when I was going to sail over across Port Royal Sound, over to Bay Point and some of the islands on the other side, that I went over this Joiner's reef, whatever. Yeah. And I draft about 12, 14 inches of water, and my rudders were kicking up.
Uh-oh.
And I said, my gosh.
I'm in the middle of the ocean here, and
I'm 2 miles offshore. And I'm 2 miles offshore. And I said, so I realized that the situation here was very unique. And I went out and I bought a chart, and it showed me the depth of the water, and these the local reefs, the local currents, and so I realized I know that I know not. And so I needed to get educated. And through word of mouth, actually, I found out about the American Boating Club. And I signed up and I went on some cruises.
Let's talk about that for a moment. Well, one of you let us know, how do you find out about the American Boating Club? Where's the website? How do you find out?
Website is actually abchhforhiltonhead.org.
Okay.
And on that website, we have all kind of information, both on the education side, some of our adventure and Magellan Cruises, and everything that you would need to know about how to join and become a club member.
I want to talk about that. Tell me about the different kinds of cruises. You guys are more than just here's how to do it. You're a come with us and let's all go do it kind of thing.
Yes, we do. The adventure cruises we've got over 30 cruises that we're running this year. That ties into all the education that we do. The adventure cruises are new cruises that we're going to all different parts of the island and all parts of the Lowcountries, places that you probably would never have gone before.
And you take multiple boats and kind of create a caravan that does that? Or?
We do.
Okay.
We absolutely do. We do navigation tips all the way throughout so that when people get ready to do that themselves, they understand how to safely navigate.
And the Magellan Cruises?
The Magellan Cruises are exploration cruises to learn how to navigate in the Lowcountry. Okay. So with the shallow tides and all of the different barrier islands, the Magellan Cruise is the first exploring cruises that we take people out on.
You guys do a great job because there are a few rescues that we hear from those sandbars. Folks are doing a pretty good job of it, and you guys are hopefully will help make it all perfect. John, final thoughts on things people should know before they venture out?
Well, I think I was privileged to go on, I think, about 8 or 10 of the Magellan and adventure cruises last year.
Okay.
And it's just, when you get on a boat and you first buy a boat down here, you basically get about an hour's checkout with the boat dealership.
Right.
And then you're on your own. And so the issue is, if you want to travel to visit Daufuskie Island, if you want to travel to visit, just to go to Beaufort for lunch, or to go to some of the other islands, St. Philip Island, or over to Bay Point, you have to plan the trip. You have to look at your GPSs. You have to look at your tides. You have to look at the depths of the water, the currents, and be aware of that. So I think if you go on one of these pre-planned Magellan and adventure cruises, you'll learn by following other boats. You're sort of not the leader, you're the follower, and you'll basically feel more comfortable when you go back the second time.
All right, I'm looking forward to the series of reports we're going to have that will help us do a lot of that in the coming weeks. Glenn Cruz and John Fitzgerald of the American Boating Club, the Hilton Head Island chapter. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
you.
you.
You ready to go eat some wings? Stay with us. We'll be back with Wingfest.